Hello, Facebook world. We hope you're having a pretty awesome day. I gotta tell you, most of the videos I'm doing lately, I'm just so pumped. The sun is out and it is beautiful. We are here with the show called Rockin' Together. It is episode 11, and we're psyched to bring another amazing business with you. The point of Rockin' Together is we go out in the community and we interview businesses and let you know what they're doing now during COVID, coming out of COVID, and just what their services are. So where I'm standing right now, this is 6th Street, Allentown right there, coming down Route 145 and the Monument. You're gonna pass our good friends over at Queen City Barbecue and the Hamilton Kitchen, and then you're gonna make a left right here on 6th Street. You got parking on the street here, you got parking in the parking garage, so plenty of parking. You can use the app or use a credit card. Right there's the little meters. But why we're here today, we are with Bella Bridesmaids. Look at the beautiful entranceway right here. It is so cute. So you cannot miss it. Make a left off of 145 and we're right here. So what we're going to do today with Bella Bridesmaids is we're going to talk to them about the history, how long they've been here, your experience. I'm going to come in as a bridesmaid or just a girl coming in who wants a dress. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to tell us actually all about the process and what's going to happen. So let's go like the Cribs on MTV and show you what's inside. We'll let you go first. Go on in.
Welcome to Bella Bridesmaids. I'm Erica, the owner, and this is our lead stylist, Brooke. So thank you so much for Kevin at Rockin and joining us this morning. We'd love to take you on a tour and give you a good idea about Bella Bridesmaids.
Perfect. So we're going to do a little thing. We're going to do the tour first, and then we're going to sit down and answer a whole bunch of questions because I know you're going to have a lot of questions. So, and don't forget, everybody watching, smash that love button, and shares are welcome. Bella Bridesmaids right here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. So, yeah, if you want, let's take a tour.
Sounds good. All right, so when you first walk into our store, we have the showroom kind of laid out in different sections. So I'm going to take you over here, and we have our chiffon section. We do a color spectrum here in our store, so when you come in, you see a nice assortment of colors. Just to kind of show you a few of our top selling styles and some colors that we're doing right now. We're working with our fall and winter brides, so we're doing lots of burgundies right now. This is one of our most popular dresses. This is by a designer named Jenny Yu, and this color is called hibiscus. So as you can see here, everything's kind of mixed in between. If you're looking for a nice deep green, this is a great color from one of our designers. We're doing a lot of hunter for winter weddings. Very, very beautiful, very simple style. We also have prints in here for our summer weddings and spring weddings, all the way up to your traditional navies and blacks. But you can see here, everything's kind of formulated by color, and we have sizes anywhere from a 00 all the way up to a size 30. I'm going to take you over here, and I'm going to show you our fun section. This is our novelty section. We have our beaded gowns, we have some satin dresses in here. We also have velvet, which is really, really trending right now. This is one of our beaded dresses from the Desi group. This is a beautiful velvet style that we're doing right now also for winter in traditional black, but comes obviously in many colors. We're doing a lot of satin right now. Some tulle is in here. If you want to take a look here, this is a nice tulle floral print. We've got some stars for anybody looking for.
Oh, that's so cute.
Fun.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Having 5 girls, it's
Yeah, you know the tulle when you have 5 girls. And then we have traditional satin. So I'm going to take you to the other side of the store. This is our crepe fabric. Crepe we do a lot in the winter. It's a nice thick material. It keeps you warm when you're outside taking those pictures. Again, here's that color I showed you before, but in crepe.
So it's a little thicker.
A little thicker, yeah, absolutely. So it keeps you warm. It's a little bit more
definitely not
structured,
heavier.
and it kind of hugs you in all the right places. Really, really pretty fabric. Again, we also color spectrum the crepe section here, from your traditional neutrals to your blues to your navies to your blacks.
So how often do we get the yellow out there?
How often?
The gold and the yellow.
Bold and the
Loving
beautiful.
it, yes.
Oh, you know what? We have a bride this fall who is doing marigold velvet, and we're super excited for her October wedding. So very similar to this color, but in velvet. So yes, we do have people who go these bold colors, even down to a beautiful color like this one here. We had a bride get married in Greece last year, and she did this to kind of match the aesthetics of the venue in Greece. So this is a really pretty, this is called Caspian Sea. So very, very, very pretty color for summer. Now, I'm gonna take you over here, and you're probably convertible dresses. So this brand is called Two Birds. Two Birds is, you kind of kill two birds with one stone, right? You have one dress that kind of can be worn all different ways at any sort of event. We kind of do it in color spectrum again. It comes in two sizes, A or B. And you can tie yourself all different ways. So if you turn the camera, you can see we actually have one on the mannequin over here. And the fun part about it is you can tie this over 20 different ways. So it's really, really nice for a big bridal party, so the bride can get her favorite color, and the bridesmaids can be tied all different ways and feel confident and beautiful in the dress. So it's really, really fun. But we do a lot of this, and we actually go to the venue the morning of the wedding, and we tie everybody.
That's what I was going to ask. You have to teach us how to do it?
You can either look online and follow along on the YouTube videos, or we come out to the day of the wedding. We'll be at Woodstone in a couple weeks' time for our bride, Caitlin, and we love it. It gives us an opportunity to still be with the bride and kind of be part of the whole experience the day of the wedding.
Now, with this style, do you have to go up and over the shoulders at all
You can
times?
do all different ways. Would you like me to show you a couple different ways?
Sure.
Okay, I'll show you a different one. Something super simple. Brooke, I'm going to have you hold that.
Because I know when a lot of couples come in our office, they're always talking dresses a little bit. Yeah. They're like, well, I have my wedding party, but I want to spice it up. I might want to have a couple over the shoulders. Yeah. I want to have them, not.
Yeah. So this is just a traditional V-neck. I'm going to show you maybe like a halter neckline, I'm going to call it. So this is great. Again, can be tied all different ways, comes in every color under the sun. And if you want something with a little bit more coverage, if you want something with some sleeves, this is a great designer because again, you can wear this dress, Kevin, to a wedding and then maybe wear it again as a wedding guest and tie it a different way and nobody would never know it's the same dress.
That is a great creative way of doing it.
So this is just a simple high neck that we can do. Again, there's endless options with this dress, and it's nice because it doesn't even look like the same dress I just had on.
Yeah, so and it's a light fabric.
Very light fabric.
Yeah.
Very movable. It's very forgiving, and it's also very maternity friendly. So if any of your friends are expecting, it's really, really great because it helps to accentuate the bump. So yeah, this is Two Birds, one of our favorite designers. And again, we're kind of exclusive to a lot of our designers in the area because we're kind of the only ones that carry them. So it's really, really fun. Yeah. And then also, I'm going to take you back, and I'm going to show you our flower girls. I have a 3-year-old, and I can't wait to get her in more of our dresses, but we do also specialize in flower girl dresses. We have a few different designers. We have Rosebud Fashions. We have my absolute favorite, which is Haley Page. You might know her from Say Yes to the Dress, but she does really, really pretty flower girl dresses. So these are all for your girls, Kevin.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So pretty. But that's our showroom, and then I'm going to take you back to the fitting rooms and show you what your intimate experience would be like. So when you walk in, we would have all of your colors pulled for you. Let's say we're doing shades of purple. We would have some different shades ready for you. We would put them back here. Bride has her own seat, and the bridesmaids kind of get to work in here. We find some styles that are complementary, whether we're doing the same for everybody or we're doing a mix and match. It's really, really fun, and the experience is super intimate. You can bring mom with you. Mother of the bride, mother of the groom, grandma, she wants to come,
So it is a very fun atmosphere.
It is. Yeah, we keep it super private, 1 appointment an hour, so nobody's coming in and rummaging through the racks, so we keep it very personal, especially with COVID right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that brings up a question. I noticed we're required, but...
Yes, they are required right now until the county, or until the state, I should say, goes to green. So right now we're asking people to wear masks. We are disinfecting in between each appointment. We're also steaming each dress after every appointment so that it's ready for the next group.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Gotta keep everybody
I love it.
safe.
And this area is really big here, and they got the mirrors here and the fitting room, so...
Yeah, it's really great.
Nice little quaint home.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, we keep this private, this area really private. We have champagne. We usually have some fresh water and some treats for you, and then usually here for about an hour. At the most, and then we kind of get everybody situated, and once we sit down, I'll go over all the fun details about.
That'll take us to the sit down.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out here and sit down.
Sure.
And what I want to go over with the Facebook world out there is we're at Bella Bridesmaids right here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We have Erica, the owner, and her go-to assistant stylist, Brooke. So we hope everybody can hear us. So hopefully maybe we're like a close-up, but yeah, it's a great atmosphere. We just did a tour. Hit the smash love button, and shares are welcome. But we're going to ask you a couple questions a little bit now about the history and what your experience is as, a bridesmaid.
Absolutely.
So
with Bella Bridesmaids, you have an opportunity opportunity to allow your bridesmaids to visit any Bella location. So we are a franchise. There's 60 stores across the country. We are located here in Allentown. Closest locations are Philadelphia, we have Harrisburg, all the way to New York, and all the way to the West Coast, we've got LA, Seattle, places like that. But when you register with Bella Bridesmaids, what that opportunity gives you is access to all the showrooms. So let's say you're a bride and you have about 10 bridesmaids and they're all over the country. This will give you an opportunity for them to try on your favorites when you visit your local Bella. So let's say you picked a really pretty blue dress and it's Jenny you, and you have 10 bridesmaids and 5 of them are in LA. Perfect. They can go to the LA store, call in, give them your phone number and name, and they'll be able to find your showroom and try on that dress. It's super convenient for anybody who's located across the US.
Now, do they ship it back here for pickup?
So they have an opportunity to either pick it up in their local store or have it directly shipped to them. Yeah.
Right at their house?
Right at their house, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, say we have a venue, we're up at Skytop Lodge, we're off the grid, but it's beautiful. Have you ever shipped dresses directly to a location that everybody's going to get married at?
Not for that, actually. Usually, sometimes the bride wants us to ship them all to her house, or the bride will come and pick them all up. But usually, it's usually 50-50.
Yeah.
You know, they either come locally and pick them up in our store, or we send them out directly to that bridesmaids. Because what they do is they come here, we inspect them, make sure the color's okay, make sure the specs on the dress is okay. Nobody got the wrong size. You know, we double check before it goes out to the bridesmaids. So yeah, there's a full inspection before it gets sent to your home.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, sizes, what's my time frame on getting it fitted for
Great question.
my day?
That sounds great. So we typically recommend having at least 2 months before the wedding date to start working on alterations. Because, you know, obviously there's other weddings and there's other events that seamstresses are working on. So you want to give that seamstress enough time to alter your dress. The average turnaround to getting a dress altered, whether it's a hem or, you know, taking it in, usually is about a week and a half. So we usually say get started at least 2 months before the wedding so that you have the dress ready to go in your closet for the big day. Yeah.
Now, I know we're talking about weddings, but
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's been cooped up a little while, and also there's a lot of nightlife out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I get questions sometimes. I want to come in, but I'm not a bridesmaid, and I don't need to go to a wedding.
Right.
But I love your product.
Right.
Can I come in and get a dress to go on a trip out to Vegas or LA or just somewhere in town here, in Allentown?
Absolutely. So our designers all make dresses to order, so they're like not in stock. So it's very nice to get a dress that's actually fitted to your measurements. Now for us, we need just at least 2 to 3 months before that event to be able to style you for it. So we've done events for Miller Symphony Ball, for Lehigh Valley Health Network, for St. Luke's, for actual wedding guests. We've done jumpsuits for bachelorette parties, you know, a bride getting married in, let's say, Las Vegas or a small intimate wedding. Our dresses are so trend-worthy that they can be worn at any type of event. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a variety there.
There is a
and
big variety.
Recap, what's the time frame?
2 months, at least 2
2
months. At least 2 months before your big, this big event that you're going to. Just give us enough time, that way we can get it ordered and have it come in time for alterations. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, it's my first wedding. I know I got my dress. I'm all good. But my bridesmaids, I don't know what they want. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Can I come and let you know what my theme is, where I'm at, what I'm at, and you give me advice?
Sure, absolutely.
How's that work?
That's our specialty. So we always recommend get your wedding dress first, because the wedding dress kind of depicts the entire theme and aesthetic of the bridal party. So we always want to find a dress that's going to complement the bride. So let's say the bride has a really beautiful strapless ball gown. We want to find a dress that's going to accent that. We always ask the bride, you know, do you have a Pinterest board? Do you have photos? Do you have an inspiration picture that we could look at? That way we can help build that palette with them. Right now, we're seeing a trend for 2021 of brides doing the same dress for everybody, which is really unique. We've been doing a ton of mixing and matching. I got married 5 years ago, and everybody wore the same dress. And, you know, over the years, that mix and matching, adding a print, adding a floral pattern, that kind of, you know, was a really big thing. We're really seeing a change for 2021. So it just really depends on the bride and like what she's trying to accomplish. You know, does she want the same style for everybody because she wants everybody to feel good and look good in their skin? Or does she want everybody to pick whatever dress they want? And this color or that color. There's so many options. We have over 500 gowns in the store. It doesn't look like it, but there's lots of options, and when you have like an inspiration photo, that's usually the best way for us to be able to kind of build your palette, because we want to match your flowers, your details, your uplighting.
Yes.
You know, we want it all to kind of look really kind of uniform. So yeah.
So now we got our dresses, they're all there,
Yeah.
they're good,
Mhm.
I'm situated. I'm still not sure, I mean, I might call up C.E. Roth or
Yeah.
something like that and find out, am I gonna go for a tuxedo rental, or I might go for buying suits? Will you help me decide, all right, now these are your dresses, these are the best colors for the guys. Like, can you help give me advice?
We have a couple designers that actually offer matching pocket squares, bow ties, and vests and the accessories for men. So we do have a couple designers that offer that. We actually have a preferred vendor list in our store here that we can offer some assistance with whether you're looking for tuxes, for flowers, for DJs. We have our preferred list, but most of our brides in the area either go to C.E. Roth, they go to Men's Warehouse, again, if they have groomsmen all over the country. It's really personal preference, but yeah, we can definitely offer some advice if we think this blush dress will look great with a gray tux, or a traditional black, or possibly navy. We can definitely help with those aesthetics.
Now when I'm coming in here, we're gonna do bridesmaids. I want my girls taken care of first. At what stage do I go to the flower girls, or my mom, or my aunt? At what stage do we do that?
That's a great
And
question.
how do you help?
So for flower girls, as a mom of a growing kid, we want to kind of get as close to those accurate measurements as possible. Luckily for our flower girl dresses, they're in stock, they ship immediately, so we can shop for the flower girl within 2 months before the wedding. That way, if that little girl is going to grow, we have the most accurate size. For mothers of the bride, mothers of the groom, we typically start shopping for them around the same time, about 6 months before the wedding. We do offer dresses in here for mother of the bride and mother of the groom. They're a little bit untraditional, but we have done probably about 50 plus mothers that have gotten a dress from us to wear for their son or daughter's wedding, because they wanted to kind of look a little bit younger, a little bit more youthful, instead of something a little bit more traditional. So, yeah.
Now recap me a little bit here about how many people can you fit when I come?
So we usually recommend for the first appointment, it's usually the bride and 2 individuals, especially because of COVID. Once we have the first appointment, what we do is we kind of gather the styles and colors that you like, and then we build for you a virtual showroom. That virtual showroom has all the information the bride needs: her wedding date, her ordering deadline, the dresses, the colors, the price, all of that good information. So as a bride, you get to manage that showroom and add your bridesmaids to it. So you're kind of giving them like a head start before they even come to the store for fittings. So it's kind of like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting your vision, you're looking at the palette, you're looking at what you picked, and then you're allowing your bridesmaids to see what you picked before they come to the first appointment.
Now when I'm at my appointment, we have some sitting there, we have sitting here.
Yeah.
It's private, it's just me and my team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I mean, we keep it 1 appointment an hour. Occasionally we'll get walk-ins, which our team will address in the front, but nobody is allowed in the back. Once we're in dressing rooms, we keep it very private. Everybody's getting changed and stuff like that. We certainly don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable, but we always do 1 appointment by an hour. I guess you could call me a professional bridesmaid. I've been in 10 weddings. I've gone to many different stores. And Bella Bridesmaids to me was the perfect example of a good experience, because it's very private, it's very intimate. You get one-on-one stylist advice from your stylist in your appointment, and again, it's just the ultimate setting here. Yeah.
And what I found out is they, just like exactly what you kind of said there, is we get to know you. It's not like, okay, well I talked to Becky last week and now Brittany's helping me. Like, I know you guys and you know my wedding day.
Right. That's the beautiful thing I think about our showroom, and what makes us different from other stores in the area is that as an owner, I cultivate relationships with my brides. We've been invited to some of our weddings, which has been fantastic. I've become friends with these brides now, so that's, to me, I want the person that comes in here to feel like they're a part of my family, and that I'm going to take care of them from the beginning to the end. If somebody gets pregnant in that wedding, after they order their dress, we'll help you. We'll figure it out. We're problem solvers here, and I think that's what sets us differently. Our customer service is through the roof. We pride ourselves on our reviews and how well we take care of people, and we want you to know that you'll be like family when you come through here.
And that's really nice, because I know from the planning process in weddings, we do the same thing. We try to get less stress.
Yeah.
So it is so nice coming here that there's a lot less stress.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. We take care of it all for the bride from start to finish. She can kind of cross her T's and dot her I's after she's here.
Now, I know Erica. Erica here is the owner at Bella Bridesmaids right here in Allentown. But tell me a little bit about, because since we're talking relationships,
Yeah.
we have an amazing assistant stylist here,
Yeah.
Brooke. I'd like to welcome here. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing to help me have less stress to find the best dress?
Yeah, so we are the ones that like pick the dresses. So you know, we'll go to the racks and like pull the styles, the colors, and everything instead of you rummaging through the racks and getting lost in them. So yeah.
Well, that can be really helpful. So that's awesome. So I'm just gonna sit, and then you're gonna help me. You're gonna help me, and then you're just gonna bring stuff to me, and then that's so much less stress.
A lot of these other stores, you know, it's like they've got racks upon racks, and you know, sometimes brides just don't know what they're looking for, and that's kind of where our expertise kind of comes in. We are so on trend with our dresses too. We discontinue colors and styles every 6 months, which is really, really quick. We're always in front of those brides, those 2020 trends or any sort of things that are coming down the pipeline. Like our brand is always like ready to go and having what's like the next upcoming dress. So that's what I think makes us differently is the product knowledge that our stylists have, and the fact that we work very closely with our designers gives us an opportunity to tell them what's selling. You know, our one shoulder is really popular right now. Our spaghetti strap's not as popular. It's really, really helpful that we have this sort of inside knowledge to be able to guide our brides and bridesmaids into what's the best style for their wedding. Yeah.
Now, Brooke, you mentioned some of the things that you were doing. Tell me, what's the one key, like, what gives you the best joy to smile?
I like when a bride comes in the first time and she's like really like she's just like not sure what she wants, and we kind of just pull it all together. Like she sees the picture at the end, and she sees her palette. She's like, this is it, and you guys showed us that vision. So that's really that makes it.
It's like it's kind of like a love at first sight, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like shopping for your wedding dress. When you're shopping for your wedding dress, it kind of speaks to you. The bridesmaid dresses should also feel the same way. I've always incorporated bridesmaids as like the runway show leading up to the grand finale, right? So they're like the leading role getting up to the bride walking down the aisle. So we want the bridesmaids to feel good in what they're wearing. And when the brides trust us to be able to put that sort of palette together, whether the bridesmaid is a size 6 or possibly plus size, we'll make everybody feel beautiful and good in what they're wearing. And that's what brides love about us.
Love it.
Yeah.
It sounds like an overall great experience.
Definitely.
Now, we talk dresses. I love it. I know I'm totally situated with what I'm going to wear.
Yeah.
What about shoes?
Absolutely.
Accessories?
Accessories, yeah. We get those questions all the time. Where should I get, my wedding's in the winter time. Where should I get a nice fur shawl? Would you recommend a champagne shoe or a neutral shoe with this dress? We always get those questions. At the end of the day, we definitely give our best advice. We don't carry accessories in the store, but we know a bunch of local stores that we offer that guidance to. But yeah, anywhere from the style of the shoe, what kind of heel we're looking at, what kind of jewelry we're looking for, shawls, anything like that, we can absolutely help with that sort of advice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you might not have this happen that often, but just for the 1 or 2 viewers out there that might think about this question, I'm set, I got all my dresses, I'm ready to go, and yeah, I'm indecisive and I changed my colors.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
What happens in that case? Where's the cutoff point that I can come back in or switch the color, or tell me what would happen?
So, the overall process with us when working with bridesmaids dresses is we take a couple of weeks to kind of generate the entire order, I guess you could say. So from start to finish, it takes a good 3-4 weeks. That's why I think that's what makes Bella Bridesmaids so different, is that we really work with you as a bride and really develop the right styles and the right colors so that you feel good about it. Obviously, our dresses are made to order. They are final sales, so if there's ever a situation where a bride picked a color and it came in and she just wasn't happy with it, of course we would try and rectify it and make sure that she'd feel good about it. But usually by the time that final contract goes out, that bride's loving what she picked.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I think that's great. That answers that question. But I think one I want to hit up on now is, we're in uncertain times at this moment right now, so if you're watching this 5 years from now, you can reminisce. But for right now, though, I had a spring wedding. Oh man, it was great. I had it all mapped out. It's beautiful. And now we're doing a winter wonderland.
Yeah.
That's where I want to kind of get the question.
Got it, yeah.
What would happen now? Like, it's not my choice. My colors are changing.
Yeah.
What would you kind of recommend on that spec?
We've had a couple brides that have actually that's happened to us already. We had some April and May weddings that did some nice spring colors, and now they're pushed to fall. One in specifically, I can remember, she chose a very beautiful mauve color for her bridesmaids dresses. She was going to do blushes and whites and greens and her floral bouquet, but now that she's moved to October, she's actually changing her color scheme to have more deeper reds in her bouquets. A little bit more of those darker tones so that the mauve can kind of blend in with the overall aesthetics of fall. Because, you know, most of our colors are pretty timeless. They can kind of go all seasons, which is really, really helpful. Unless we're doing a bright yellow or a melon or a very unique color, usually our dresses are pretty timeless and they can be used in all seasons. But we've had that happen, and some brides are getting very creative right now and just kind of switching out their details and again their floral arrangements to kind of help. Yep. Blush is a very, very, very popular color. You can kind of utilize that color in all seasons. Spring, you can use a lot of whites and greens. In the fall, again, you can use some deeper reds and some darker shades to kind of bring it to kind of fit the overall look of the wedding. But yeah, it's happened. You know, nobody ever thought COVID was going to strike. But
it's good that you can adjust.
Right, we can adjust. And a lot of our designers have been super awesome and super helpful, that if a bride did order a very unique color and now her wedding is in January, you know, we'll try and figure out how we can get new dresses in a different color. We actually have a platform that we've created right now for brides and weddings that have been maybe postponed or canceled, and we're putting those dresses on that platform to be able to be resold for those bridesmaids. So if there was a color that we needed, we could look at that platform and maybe get it in a little bit quicker rather than made to order.
You know they're here to help you and work with you. And a drill really home is also work with your other vendors, your florist or your entertainment company or your lighting company, linens.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
You can adjust the dresses a little bit, but you can still have your season that you wanted, but make it a little bit personalized for a circumstance you didn't know about.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
That's great. Tell me a little bit, where can guests find you, customers find you?
So we are, so like you mentioned in the beginning, we're on 645 West Hamilton Street. We're right in downtown Allentown. We're right in the buzz of it all. You know, the Hamilton Kitchen is around the corner, Starbucks, lots of retail and dining down here. We do have an Instagram page. We have one Instagram to manage all the locations. It's at Bella Bridesmaids. But if you want to follow my store in specific, we have a hashtag called Bella Allentown. If you type that in Instagram or Facebook, you will see all the weddings that we've done, from vendors that have posted our photos to the actual real wedding photos that we have, styled shoots that we've participated in.
And don't worry, we're going to have all those links in the comments here for you.
But that is the way to follow each store. We all have our own hashtags, so that's what would keep Bella Allentown growing. So we have, the big thing is our brides are on social media 24/7, Instagram and Facebook, and that is really where we keep our stuff going. So it's great, because socially you can find anything you want. I've had brides find their vendors on social media.
Yeah.
Or being a past bridesmaid, and they've had Rockin in that wedding, and now they want it for their wedding. So it's amazing what social media and the power of it can do.
Well, I totally love your place here. I love the lighting. Hey, give a shout out. I love when you first come in and you have that. Like, and the front, it's welcome, it's clean. I can see what I'm getting, and of course your smiling faces from you and your team. Brooke, it's so nice to see you.
Yes.
I'm loving your place. Hopefully everybody on Facebook out there, feel free to hit the love button and share button. If you have any comments, feel free to comment below. Any questions, we will make sure Erica gets them answered as quickly as she can. All of their social media links and everything will be listed in this video, so you can reach out for any questions, but we always welcome you. Stop by, say hi, they will give you the information you need.
We can't wait to have you. Congratulations to all the brides and grooms. I know COVID has kind of really, turned around our industry right now, but love is not canceled. Your wedding will happen. It's going to be beautiful. We are right now focusing on our fall and winter weddings. So if you have a wedding coming up this November, December, we'd love to see you. Even early next year, we're starting to see January 2021 make an appearance. So we'd love to have you. No stressing. You're in good hands with us and as well with Rockin' O'Malley.
Thank you everybody for watching the show called Rockin' Together. See you next time.